We're almost through day one. Just been tapped by.
Seems like you had a costume change.
Yeah, I leveled up. I finally rolled neat on some stuff.
The role-playing experience that is everyone who's watched enough of the Mythicas should be familiar with, that inspired some of the model behind the characters in the story and the way that they move forward is very based on this leveling up or this gaining of power. Here in the final Mythica film, we have the leveled up versions of our characters. Their skills are at their best. They've matured to a point that they're able to use these powers. Merrick's powers are getting frightening. With that came new costume changes, and with that came, I think, a new attitude from the actors. Characters like Dagon, who's basically had his first costume change since the first film. I mean, Merrick changes film to film in a regular way. We've seen a couple of changes for Thane, and Teela has gone through such dramatic character revisions.
Teela in this film, she's a Teela Anisette hybrid. She's come back from the dead and she has Anisette living inside her, and so she has these moments when she's Anisette and she has moments when she's Teela. Nicola had to really shift up those characters and transition easily between them because they are very different people. Anisette is very uncaring of the plight of mere mortals in an individual sense. She cares about the world in a global sense, but individuals are like blades of grass to her. They blow away. She's an immortal being. I think Nikki did a great job transitioning between those two, between the loving and caring Teela, who wants to help every person she meets and who loves her friends and who loves Thane, and then this goddess Anisette, who is really opposed to what Merrick's doing in particular and doesn't care about anyone really except herself in that individual sense.
If you listen, we made sure that her voice changed whenever she was Teela or whenever she was Anisette. And often it would be like halfway through a sentence she would switch over into the different character.
What are you doing, Dave?
Right now we are aging Thane's new golden shoulder pauldrons.
What, he has new ones?
It's Generalissimo.
What the what? We have Thane assuming a big leadership role in movie 5. Thane is now the muscle, the right-hand protection of Anisette, and Anisette is the one who's taken charge of the armies of men, really. And so Thane, in his position as her champion and her protector, he's installed as general and is rallying the armies to the cause of Anisette, which is basically to stop Zorlok and try to stop his armies. Thane and Anisette don't necessarily see eye to eye there either. Thane is still very much a believer in the task which Dagon and Merrick are on, and I think Anisette has little faith in that. She's trying something else.
In the first film, Merrick starts out very hopeful and full of ambition and just so willing to learn. And then by the end of the film, she's learned all of these things, but it's like she can't quite handle it. It's kind of sad. Like by the end of the series, she's kind of this mess, able to tap into the necromancy. It isn't something that she likes about herself, but she uses it because it's effective.
So what's going on with Dagon?
Dagon's got his new sleek magic leather armor. We've got some cool little additions to make.
In keeping with the role-playing traditions in which Mythica is based on, from movie to movie, our heroes really leveled up and gained new skills. And you know, in movie 4 we saw Thane with his shiny new armor. Jake was really jealous in movie 4. He really felt like Dagon had got the short end of the stick, that Thane had got this great armor upgrade, and he'd sit there and watch Adam very jealously as Adam paraded around in his new armor. So we wanted to throw a little bone to Jake there and give Dagon an armor upgrade.
We see a real maturation of his character and a real insight and growth for his character in this film. I think that's one of the most interesting things, is seeing Dagon sort of as his reverse self. He's cast off most of all the trivial things, the superficial nature that he had, the selfishness that he had, and we find that at his core, Dagon, and in his relationship especially with Merrick, becomes true to himself and learns to value himself.
Just stay with me. Come on.
Everyone's at the peak of their game in this final episode of the series. It's a powerful team. It's the team as maybe they always envisioned themselves being, but of course they're maybe not united in the way which they thought they'd be when they started.